Welcome to the President's Diary, where we take a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. His Excellency started this week when he and senior members of Cabinet met with a team from Commonwealth Secretariat led by Secretary General Patricia Scotland at the office of the President. President Ali was joined by Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, Senior Minister in the Office of the President with responsibility for finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs and Governance, Gail Teixeira, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, Minister of Public Works, Bishop Juan Edgell, and Minister of Tourism, Industry and Commerce, Onij Walrand. Prior to the meeting, President Ali had met the Secretary General in Glasgow, Scotland, at the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change Conference of Parties 26 in November 2021. President Ali later hosted a dinner in honor of the visiting team. A number of senior government officials, including Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, were present at the event. Before dinner, President Ali presented the Secretary General with a painting dubbed the Ruler of the Jungle. The Dillon Craig piece captures Guyana's largest bird of prey, the harpy eagle, and the national animal, the jaguar. Also on Monday, His Excellency told the President of the Federative Republic of Brazil, His Excellency Jair Bolsonaro, that Guyana wants to have a strong strategic partnership with its Portuguese-speaking neighbor. The two leaders, who communicated via teleconference, also discussed the agenda for the expected visit of President Bolsonaro to Georgetown later this month. President Ali listed several areas that are critical for both countries to move their relationship forward, including energy and food security, telecommunication, infrastructure integration, and trade. Currently, there is an existing partial scope agreement that aims to foster bilateral trade flows by the exchange of tariff preferences between the two countries, cooperation on trade matters, and increase the participation of the private sector. This, President Ali said, is currently under negotiation to be expanded since Guyana wants to increase its quota, especially as it relates to rice being exported to Brazil. President Bolsonaro, via an interpreter, said that the agenda for discussion looks very promising and that he will ensure that technical staff from the relevant ministries in Brazil travel for the state visit. Also on Monday, President Ali took time out to attend the handing over ceremony of the photovoltaic power generation plant at the CARICOM Secretariat at Liliendaal. He was joined by Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Hugh Todd, and CARICOM's Secretary General, Dr. Carla Barnett. The 400 kilowatt solar generation project was undertaken through a US $17.8 million grant agreement between the governments of Guyana and Japan, US $7 million of which was earmarked for the project.
As we celebrate the completion of this project, it is important for us also to recognize the value of partnership. And in this region, the CARICOM region, we value greatly partnership. We take very seriously our relationship with our friends, and very seriously our commitment to the global community in whatever we do to preserve life, enhance the environment, and contribute positively to a better way of living across the globe.
With more than 1,500 solar panels available, the Secretariat is expected to have a net zero energy balance. President Ali also took time out to plead with Guyanese to be vaccinated, as it is the safest way to beat the pandemic.
If we want to move quickly from pandemic to epidemic and then move way down the line, we have to do this. So I urge all those in the region who are listening to follow the guidelines within countries and to please do our part in taking the vaccine and wearing the mask. So continue to be safe.
Dr. Irfaan Ali also launched the Agriculture Innovation Entrepreneurship Program to bolster the agriculture sector, empower youths, and create jobs. At the launch at the Arthur Chung Conference Center, the president said that the program will be one part of a more macro vision that would eventually be expanded to every region in the country. He announced that government will provide all the resources and the materials to develop 25 shade houses in the first phase that will cater for thousands of high-value crops such as broccoli and cauliflower.
The second component of the project is to identify people who already own land. So if you have your own land, for example, there, and then we can discuss with you how we bring together a number of persons who already have land in that area and then work with you. One of the things, I spoke about the flower industry, and that is a whole different subject, planting flowers for even the local market. And that is something that we are looking at on the highway to see how successful the model can be.
The project would be done through interagency and interministry support systems that will see collaboration from the Ministries of Agriculture, Culture, Youth and Sport, Tourism, Industry and Commerce, and the Joint Services, among other groups. The president said, according to data, the shade house production is likely to be £9,000 per year. The wholesale value of this, he said, is $57 million, while the retail value stands at approximately $112 million. His Excellency said his government is rolling out a number of innovative solutions to ensure the livelihoods of fisher folks are maintained. To this end, the head of state said the PPPC administration will not sit idly by and allow the industry to fall.
We have already identified 100 acres of land for the prawn production that will give us enough capacity to utilize the production capacity we have within the country. That will take care of the demand. Then in hinterland community, we're looking at marine cage in the rivers where the water is flowing so that we can grow tilapia there in a more natural environment.
A marine cage is a system set up in lakes, reservoirs and ponds to confine fishes. The president said the project could give fisher folks up to $8 million annually while reducing production costs.
We're not sitting back. We have a responsibility to find solutions, and that is what we're doing. We're working every single day on finding innovative solutions. It's time we start calling people out. So whilst the police will be out here, the government will be working on cameras to be installed at specific locations, because some of it is deliberate inaction also. So we'll be working on cameras to get these persons who continue to deface our country and put us in a negative light. The responsibility resides with all of us to make the difference, and we're starting from the city itself. What you're seeing here is just the tip of the iceberg.
This has been the President's Diary, where we took a look at His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali's week of activities. Thank you for watching, and do join us again next week.